there's some common elements across the media. And one has been is they've been relatively stable industries. They've been industries where they were creative in the kind of content that they did and the work that they did there. But in terms of thinking about the products themselves, the processes that go on in the organization, the relationships with customers, they have not been particularly innovative in those kind of aspects. In many ways, it's actually been the demand side, the consumer side, the audiences, those people with whom companies interact, doing business and providing content too, who have actually pushed them to be more innovative because they've said, we want more. We've got this technology that we can use in a variety of ways, and we want to use it more as we interact with your media products and with you as media companies. And the companies weren't particularly comfortable with that early on. They're getting more and more comfortable with that as it goes along. But definitely, the companies were being squeezed from both sides, from the supplier side and the consumers, who were saying, no, this technology is more than just doing the same thing that you always did. And the companies, some of them just because of their cultures, some of them because of the traditions of the way they handle content, were not particularly comfortable with the fact that consumers suddenly now wanted not merely to be receivers of content, but to participate in the content and in the processes of creating and developing and using that content in different ways. Up to now, media companies as a whole have always aggregated the customers and dealt with them as large social groups. And that was necessary because of the technology. It was necessary because there was no other way to handle the data. So now just beginning to understand the customer as something important and integral to the process in terms of deciding what kind of information they get, what kind of offerings you provide, how you develop and present material, that has become a huge new competence area that's having to be developed. How do you make innovation a regular thing and not just an occasional thing that you dabble in? And that requires creating new processes and new structures within some organizations and media to be able to ensure that that goes on and to ensure that people throughout the organization buy into the fact that media are going to be constantly changing in the future and that one needs to be moving them always to a better place than they are today.